Hi friends, Mr. Spitzer here. I wanted to review how to use Learning Ally. I know some of you have been able to, over the last couple years, use Learning Ally, and others of you are unfamiliar with it and haven't logged in yet. So this video tutorial is to show you what we will be using Learning Ally for and how to use Learning Ally. So in the next upcoming few days and few weeks, we will be starting the fantasy reading unit. And so for the fantasy reading unit, each person will need to choose their own fantasy book. Now, I know not everyone has their own fantasy chapter book at home. And even if you did, some people might have already read the books that they have at home. So what Learning Ally is an online site that has over 80,000 different audiobooks, which is really amazing. And the best part about Learning Ally is that it's not just an audiobook, but it reads to you as you can follow along with the text. So I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit, but it is a really great site. And the first thing that we need to do is download the app. So you can get the Learning Ally app on your phone and on your computer. I have it on both and I recommend getting it on both. I'm going to go through how to download Learning Ally on both your phone and computer step by step to make sure that everyone does it correctly so that we're set up for the fantasy unit going forward. So to get the Learning Ally app on your computer, you need to go to this website right here, learningally.org/app. You're going to click on the link that matches the computer you're using. Most people at home are using Chromebooks from our school, or they have their own PC at home. So you would click on this link. For anyone that's using a MacBook, maybe you got it from Wagner's school or you already had a MacBook at home, you would use this link. You're going to follow the prompts and install Learning Ally as an app on your computer. To get Learning Ally on your phone, you're just going to go to the App Store. You're going to type in Learning Ally audiobooks, and then you're going to click Get. And once you do everything correctly, either if it's on your phone or your computer, your screen is going to look like this every time you open the app. It's going to say Learning Ally audiobooks. You're going to have a username and a password. So your username is set up by, it starts with your full first name, then it's your first letter of your last name, and then the year you would graduate middle school. So if you are an 8th grader right now, you would start off with your first full name, the first letter of your last name, and the year you're graduating. So mine would be Kevin S. 20. If you're a 7th grader, the only thing that's changing is you're graduating in 2021. And if you're a 6th grader, you're graduating in 2022. So your username, again, is just your full first name, the first letter of your last name, and the year that you're graduating. For everyone, your password is going to be Wagner167. That's the set password for a lot of the apps and websites that we use as a school. And you just have to make sure that you capitalize the W in Wagner because passwords are case sensitive. So you're making sure you only log on to your username. Again, your username, you can figure out what your username is based on this. And everyone's password is Wagner167 with a capital W. When you log in, your app is going to pop up and it's going to look something like this. It's going to say your library. You're going to have a spot that says add books and you're going to have a click menu here. So the first thing you need to do is add books to your library. So you're going to click add books and a window is going to pop up. And the pop-up window is going to look something like this. It shows that over 80,000 audiobooks are available online, and it's your time to choose the fantasy book that you want. I'm going to demonstrate how I would go about choosing a book, but again, you don't have to choose the same book that I am going to read because it might not interest you. So you can click on any of the books that you want to read down here. You can search by books by different categories or grade level, or if you know of a book, so say you want to read the Harry Potter series or a series of unfortunate events, you can actually just type in the title or the author up here and search for a book that you want to read. Now, I had some 7th graders recommend that I read the Whatever After series. They said it was a modern take on fairy tales, and they said it was really interesting and exciting to read. So I searched for the Whatever After series. And when we're looking for a book, make sure the format says voice text H. What that means is that not only is it going to have an audiobook available to you, but you can also follow along with the text. So it's really important that the books you're choosing say voice text H. And then all you're going to do is click add to bookshelf. So after you add a book to your bookshelf, you can close off that window and you're going to go back to your app. Now your book isn't going to be there yet. They're going to make you do one more step. So you're going to click on the icon in the top right corner to add books or to manage your books. So when you click on that icon in the corner, it's going to show up something that looks like this. And all you're going to do is click update my books. And then right when you update your books, they're going to show up in your library here. Now, when you click on that book, it's going to download it to your app on your computer, which is a great feature. It means that you're only going to have to download it once and you won't have to download it again. After you click on download, it should take less than a minute. And once it's downloaded, you'll click on the book again. And the book is actually going to pop up and appear right on your app. Right away, it's going to begin reading to you. You can use it just like down here, just like you're listening to music. You can pause it, you can fast forward it, or you can rewind it if you missed a part or don't understand a part. I mentioned over here that you need to remember to follow along as if it is read, as if like you are reading it also. A good practice is to read along with the book out loud. It's going to help your fluency and prosody. It's going to help with pausing on punctuation, and it's going to help you read with some more intonation. So I encourage people, as it's being read out loud to them, to either whisper read like we do in class, or to read it out loud, pretending you're reading it to someone else. And the last thing about Learning Ally that's awesome is it saves your progress and lets you pause at any time. So if you don't have a full 30 minutes to read or you get interrupted, you can pause, and when you come back to the app, it's going to have left right off in the book where you stopped reading. And it's going to tell you the percent of the book that you've read. I can actually check what books you add, how much you read each day, what percent of the books you've gotten through, which is a really great feature. And it lets me keep track of where people are in their stories. It also allows me to help manage your books as well. So if you need books added, I can go to your bookshelf and add or remove books. So hopefully this helped you download and learn about Learning Ally. And I know starting Friday, we're going to be picking our fantasy books for our upcoming fantasy unit. So I hope everyone is able to use this great app. And again, if you have any questions, you can join my Zoom for my office hours from 10 to 11 every single day. Talk to everyone soon.